ever think about God? Do you ever wonder, is there really a God? Me, for myself, I can only give you what I picture God as, or give you an example of God. I think sometimes we should leave that subject alone, because a lot of people tend to get upset. Okay, so I don't want to infringe on anybody else's beliefs or how they feel or their religion or anything like that. I don't want to. This is not about other people. This is only about what Queen Ching-Ling thinks about God. Okay, in Queen Ching-Ling's world, God is God. God is the ultimate. God is like the circle, the ultimate circle, the frame that keeps us as a family circled in. God is life, God is real. Even though we can't see him, we can feel him. Some of y'all don't even feel him because you're not in tune with him, okay? Some of us do feel him. But I can assure you that he is there. God does love us because he has us entombed in this world family. If you notice, the earth is round. We are a world family. And unfortunately right now we have a spirit that came upon this world that's going against the grain, that's not with the family. Okay, and we need to get rid of it. That's that coronavirus thing. And I'm hoping it'll go away soon. I'm just trying to stay in. That's why we all have to kind of stay in and stay out of its way, because this is no joke. This is it. This is it. You got people out here dying. You got people in New York dying by the thousands. People just finish one here one day and gone the next. Those things are things that are out of our control. Okay, we have no control over that. The only thing we can control is our own selves and our own choices and the things that we do. Like I say, you guys are my YouTube family. God is the circle, the frame that frames that family. God is the ultimate and the all-power, and he's the one that I pray to. I pray to my living God when I ask him to help me, give me this knowledge about these numbers and to show me how I can pick these numbers and how I can make it evenly possible for everybody to hit and to win. And hey, let me get something real straight right now. You have these other gurus on here that talk about, oh, follow this number, you're not playing the good numbers, you're playing bad numbers. There's no such thing as bad. Yeah, and then you got this other person out here, which I won't say nameless, and that's all he ever talk about is trips. Trip this and trip that. Talking about base numbers and base number representatives and trip representatives and all this stuff. And I mean, he's a great teacher, but I don't think this is, hey, the only thing I got to say about that person, trips don't fall all the time. They don't fall all the time, so how you gonna know? Look, y'all out here trying to sell books for $100, $150, and you talk a bunch of garble about baby daddy, daddy baby, and about all kind of stuff that have nothing to do with the numbers. Talking about how you don't want anybody to know where you're at. It ain't about knowing where you're at. I need to know where your head is at. That's true. And talking about good numbers, bad numbers, there ain't no such thing as good numbers, bad numbers. They all numbers. They're all under this universe. We are a universe that is cradled in numbers. Yes. I believe in a God. I believe in a living God. I believe to ask God for what I need. I pray for my numbers. I pray for God to give me the knowledge to help me see what I see and to help me see the numbers to get those hits. I pray to the good Lord above. I'm not trying to use nobody. I'm not trying to use nobody. I sell my charts, yes, and they are helpful. So don't tell me that and throw my charts away. No. And trips don't fall all the time. They don't have any education. They talk about they did this kind of that and studied this, that. They ain't. Please, get off the study. If you're not really seriously deep down studying the numbers and you're not understanding the numbers and you're just doing it by calculator, you're not a believer in the Almighty God, the circle, the family. I believe in numbers. We have families. Tri-families. There's 3 families in circle. If you want to look at that 0 as a family, I guess it could be a family all by itself, maybe. But I tell you how that circle works is like I just said, it can be all or nothing all at the same time. We are that big 0. That big 0, that big circle. You can look at a 0 as either a circle or a 0. And a 0 by itself, a little bitty 0 like that next to a 9 is nothing. It's nothing. It's just a little round nothing. Okay? However, that 9 is all powerful. That 9 is our life. That's our lifeline. That is powerful. It changes. It flips. It turns one number into a different number. It does all sorts of things. See, I look at the circle as our family house. This earth is our family house. And there's families within that family house. Like in the numbers. There are 3 tri-families in the numbers. There's 147, 258, and 369. Tri-families. Then you have that little bitty 0 right here by himself because he's really nothing. But he's there, and every now and then he comes in. But my goal is to show you where he fits in, but not necessarily in this video, because I need you to really call me so we can discuss this a little more further, and let's talk. And I can only spend so many moments on the telephone with each and everybody. I love you guys, and I like to talk for a long time, but I really can't. Yesterday we lost Lucky Dog. Lucky Dog got out and rode when I told her not to and got hit by a car. And my friend Bill saw everything happen. It happened so quick that it was just all over with. The car hit her so hard that it broke the fender on the car. And he went up there. By the time he got up to the road to pick her up, the car had already gone out of sight. And trust me, we live right out here. This is a long road. When you go up to the road, you can look a good mile down the street, down the road down there, because there's a railroad track that way, and at the other end up there, there's the grocery store and the Dollar General. So, but the car had already gone by the time he had got out the road, and he picked her up and came on in here. He didn't show her to me nothing. I told him I didn't want to see her. He told me I didn't have the heart to look at her. I was sitting here on the couch, and I was tired. I was sleepy. I'd been up all night long. She had slipped between my legs. I went up there to get my numbers at the store, and she had slipped between my legs as I'm coming out the door. And I'm thought, well, right now I can't catch her because she's not going to allow me to catch her. The only thing I can do is I can sit here and wait for her to come back in the house. But it was cold outside yesterday, and I didn't leave the door open. I had to go to the bathroom. I went back there to go to the bathroom right quick. And by the time I came back up here, it already happened. Because I had just sat down on the couch and he come knocking at the door and told me what happened. Stress me out. I got enough stress on me now as it is. I'm not gonna cry. My heart cries sometimes. But, she and I, we were a great pair, and she'd already misbehaved a couple of days before that. She made me run all over the yard chasing after her. All over the yard. And I barely caught her then. She's a little wild doggy. But, Doggy, she had a personality. She really had a sweet personality. And, when she was here with me in the house together, we were a family. We were that family in that circle. Yep. So, this is my house. This is our little circle, our family in our little circle. And, just like each and every one of y'all have a house, and within that house, you have a family. Just like numbers. Numbers have a circle. Then they have little circles, and in those little circles, they have families. You have 147 258 and 369. Now, if you want to look it into another sense, you have lowercase, higher case, middle case. But I'm not going to go there. But I guess they could be like maybe cousin, family cousins. Okay, cousins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has a little bit of something to do, but not really, nowhere near as much as the tri-families have to do with the numbers. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm sitting here working out numbers, okay? And I'm going by a method that I've just recently, I ain't gonna say discovered, okay? I made a chart out on it. The chart really isn't anything new, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's the tri-families is what it is. Well, the reason I made the chart was it's not really a chart, it's just a picture to show you what the tri-families are. If you were to get the charts from me, I'll tell you this much, it's going to cost you $40 for those two charts. Because of the fact that they're laminated and you can sit and do the workouts on the charts. There's enough room on the charts that you can do the workout, okay? So, if you were looking at the chart that has the tri-family on it, okay? The tri-family is what I'm working with right this second to determine what the next draw is going to be. I don't know that I want to go into it as far as detail on video. I would rather for you to call me and I will talk with you individually about the tri-family and what method I'm using. Of course, you know, it's going to cost a little ching-a-ling. You know, throw a little ching-a-ling in that pot for me. Don't have to be anything, just whatever you want to throw in there. Alright, and I will sit down and I will explain to you the whole thing about the tri-family. That way you can go to that particular number and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Then you turn around and say, oh, I can't do this. Yes, you can. It's a family. You have a family in your house that you have to deal with, unless you're single like me. But I have a family also that is outside this house. When something in a family doesn't go right, that means it's going against the grain. And anytime one energy goes against the other energy and they're going against the grid, things just all jumbled up. And that applies here with the numbers. When an energy is going against the grid, then your numbers are not consistent with that same tri-family. Therefore, you have to reach out to other families to pull in the numbers as to what's going to hit for that next draw. You know, let's just call that next draw our draw family. You have tri-families 1, 2, and 3, and then the hit, we're going to start calling it the draw family, since we're talking about families, okay? Usually when I got my head down, I'm thinking. But when I'm sitting here and I'm looking at a particular tri-family, and I'm not going to say what tri-family it is, because if somebody from Gaming Commission or from up above or from somewhere that's higher up that's knowledgeable about these lotteries and pick 3 and pick 4, if they ever see that, they're going to say, hey, Queen Chamberlain got it figured out, and they're going to switch something up. I don't see how they can switch anything up. I really don't. But I'm telling you, this is local. This is local what I'm finding. But it's the truth. It's the absolute truth as to how things work. I'm going to give to you a great example as to how things work. In my household, the only person that I had... The only family that I had in this household was Lucky Dog. Okay? We have to look at ourselves as this. This coronavirus is here, yes? It's going against everything and anything. It's here to fight us. It's an energy that is going against the grain. It's making everybody sick. Everything's going crazy. And somehow or another, we have to defeat this coronavirus, okay? You say, well, how does it have to do with Lucky Dog? I think it's kind of funny. It gets me to thinking things. Lucky Dog was a very sweet little dog. When she was a sweet little dog and she was right here in the house, didn't really want to go out, just want to hang out, just want to lay on the couch and sleep. When she wanted to sit there and wanted to bite of my food, of course we shared our food. I did. You ever, hey, when I had rice and gravy, I always fixed her a little bowl of rice and gravy, and I'd wait till it cooled off before we'd start eating. Because that stuff comes right out of the frying pan. That stuff hot. So, therefore, we were meshed. We were meshed as in one. We were one family, okay? But since both of us are spiritual beings, and we're not meant to always cling together, okay? We're not meant to be always clinging together, but we are meant to be together. Therefore, we're all in everything, all in one. We're that zero that's hanging out there, that's everything. We are that zero that's nothing, but yet again, we're everything all at the same time. We're a big circle. Look at zero as a circle. Look at zero as nothing. Okay? Look at zero as a circle. Look at zero as absolutely meaning nothing. Nada. Nada. Okay? This is another way to look at your numbers. You can look at a zero, like I said, as a number, which is zero, which is nothing. Or you can look at it as one big circle, one big unit. Okay? When Lucky Dog was in here with me, she and I were that circle. We were that big unit. We were that family unit. All of a sudden, she gets these big ideas. Hey, she wants to go outside. She doesn't give a damn what I say. Doesn't care, okay? And just, hey. He's like, bump her. Well, I come in the door and she darts out the door. What happens next? Utter chaos. Utter chaos. All of a sudden, the family's going against the grain. Is no longer that big circle, family circle. Okay? Now it's nothing. Nothing. Okay? It's nothing. And in that chaos is what happened. Lucky Dog decides she wants to get in her head that she wants to go over here and investigate what these men are doing over here in these woods, which is none of our business, because that's not even our property. She goes out in the street, and a damn car comes along and hits her and kills her. And that's what happened. Now, I myself I'm still that circle. I'm that circle. I'm still that circle. And you guys are still in the midst of that circle, because you are now my family. You are my YouTube family. Okay? But in the midst, Lucky Dog is still there, because she's, even though she may not be here physically, she always gonna be in my heart and in my mind. But yeah, it upsets me. Anyway, she's always gonna end up being that part of the family. The funny thing about life, and I'm telling you, if you're Native American, that's one thing that we knew. That's one thing in our tradition that we teach, is that we humans are nothing. By ourselves, we are nothing. And we control nothing. Spirits control everything. Spirits control everything. Her little spirit runs outside and gets run over. My little spirit had to run in here and go to the bathroom right quick. Oh Lord, I said crying and laugh at the same time. Shit. Anyway, real upset. I didn't cry. I was just too sleepy and too tired to be, because I'd been up all night the night before working numbers, and we were having great success. And I was enjoying myself, you know. I wasn't going to miss yesterday going up there to get my numbers. And all of a sudden, when I come back, I got to run in here and pee right quick. And she decides she want to dart out between my legs. And I'm like thinking, well, not that many cars going up down the road. What else? She'll be back in a minute. It's cold outside. She'd come back to the door. I didn't hear her not once come back to that door to scratch. She was just happy to be outside for a few minutes and want to go over and see what them men are doing. And Sunday, when I was sitting out there in the chair talking to y'all on the video, the men were not over there. I didn't have any inkling that they were going to go over there and cut down all those trees. I mentioned something to the guy that was on the lawnmower. Y'all seen in my last video. I asked him then, I said, but he don't have nothing to have to do anything with that either. I said, wonder when they're going to go over there and cut down those pine trees. You know all that's pulpwood. He said, well, I don't know, but I wish that they would. But I don't know who they belong to. He doesn't know who they belong to. Then lo and behold, all of a sudden, boom, the next day they show up and start chopping down trees down there. So, like I said, we as human beings are human beings. That's it. We are spirits trying to live in a physical world. But as human beings, we control absolutely nothing. And the one thing that we can count on is this: we do have a God above that controls everything. I mean, he got a plan. He knows what's what. You know? He's that circle. He's the head of that circle. Let's call him my number 9. He's our number 9. He has the power to do all and anything. He can flip, flop, and dip, dop. Yes, he do. God is my number 9.